Okay, so hey everyone, this is Deborah Betterly with Amazing Journey Coaching. I'm an integrative wellness and life coach, and this is my friend Val. She is a former fitness trainer and guru, and we're here to talk to you today about exercise in midlife and why it's so important. First of all, I think that it would be really important to kind of talk about why we have this midlife issue in the first place. I mean, why are we all of a sudden waking up at age 40 and over with this problem?
It's just unfair.
It's totally unfair. It seems like it just kind of is a progressive kind of thing. So it starts out right where maybe you're out shopping for clothes and you just notice that clothes aren't fitting the same anymore.
It can change your love for shopping very quickly.
Absolutely, it's just not as much fun.
No, it isn't.
You know? And then all of a sudden you notice that you have this muffin top. You know, you put those jeans on and they
don't want to button. You're trying to suck it in,
yeah.
but it's not going to work.
You know, and then you decide, well, let's find out what's going on here. I mean, maybe if you're like me, I was totally ignorant as far as the scale goes. I didn't even want to know. But when I did finally step on the scale, it revealed to me that I had put on an extra 20 pounds. I think this happens to a lot of women.
It happens fast, and you wonder exactly how it happened, and then you have to go back and look at, okay, what's different now? Yes, my age has changed, and with a lot of us it sneaks up because we're maybe not getting as much exercise as we should be. We're enjoying life maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, and hormones, come into play, but those are, that's pretty minor actually. Hormones only account for about 2 to 5 pounds over that period of time. The rest is lifestyle choices. It's the way you're choosing to eat. It's, like you said, not getting as much exercise as maybe you used to, or maybe you never did exercise much, and that's kind of catching up to you as you get older. And then, of course, stress.
Right.
The older we get, sometimes stress increases with different life situations. And then, being able to deal with that, and that's definitely a big part of what happens as we get older and what causes our weight gain. So what about exercise then? So, I think most people get that you need to exercise.
But it's a question, how do you fit that into your life?
Right. So in midlife, we're busy. Most people are. And most women get that in order to lose weight or maintain their weight and, maintain a healthy metabolism, they have to be exercising. So how do they do that? How do you do that and fit it into your lifestyle? And that's, I think, going to be the main focus of our conversation going forward, because I get that question a lot from women.
And it's especially difficult when you have a sedentary job and we're there 8 hours a day. You're sitting in your car on the way to work, you're sitting most of the day, you're sitting driving home again, and then there's dinner that needs to be done. Everybody has laundry and other things that need to be done as well. So, even trying to maybe look at some of the time that you're spending maybe watching, your favorite program. Maybe you can tape that and then watch it a little bit later, go outside and take a nice walk. Even a brisk walk for 30 minutes will make a big difference.
Absolutely, and I think it has a lot to do with each individual and what they, what their time is, what their lifestyle is, what their, and being able to, I think a lot of people think that you have to go to a gym, you have to, spend 45 minutes or more and do this crazy workout in order to have the fitness that they desire. But do you think that's true? I don't necessarily think that's true.
I think if you can do that, that's great. But if you're someone that your schedule, is so tight that, even the drive time to the gym and back home is going to be difficult for you. I mean, you can also do, some fun things to challenge yourself in the house too. You can get your cardio by, say, taking 30 seconds and doing some jumping jacks. Who doesn't like those? We all loved them when we were kids, So,
That's
I
a
mean,
good point.
that's something that you can do very easily. Maybe put in a set of push-ups, as many as you can do, and that's entirely up to you. You can even do them against a wall so that
Against the
you have a little
kitchen
bit
counter.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a little bit of assistance.
I think people don't do those things because they don't think that will make a difference.
It does make a difference, though. I mean, it really helps. We're all looking at how our arms have changed, for instance. So this is going to help to tone up your arms. It's going to work on your triceps, your shoulders, as well as your chest. And we all want everything to be maybe just a little bit tighter and a little bit more firm.
Yeah, yeah. And if you have kids, get the kids involved.
Absolutely.
I mean, have fun. Like you said, we all love to do those things as a child. And
Yep.
so, the kids would love it too. As far as, older women, we're empty nesters, most of us. And there are things that you can do if you're still working, that you can do at work. Now, if you do sit all day, that is definitely contributing to your weight gain. It just is.
Right.
So take those breaks. Get
Exactly.
up. Get
Walk
up
around.
and walk around. Do if it's possible to do so. Just stand up at your station or at your desk.
Mhm.
Like Val said, you can do those push-ups against the countertop in the kitchen. Well, you can do those push-ups against your desk or against a wall.
Yeah, and even a thought, when you take time out to even go to the restroom, while you're in there, do 10 squats really quick. If you think about doing that every time you go, I mean, you can add up quite a few squats during the day.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's just one quick way of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Or take advantage of your lunch hour.
Absolutely.
If you have an hour, I don't have an hour when I'm at work. I have a half an hour, but I do go out for a 15-minute walk during my lunch hour because I know that all of the little things do add up.
Absolutely. And, even on that walk, if you're going at a nice brisk pace and you want to do something a little bit different, do a couple of lunges. You can do lunging in place, if you're concerned about your balance. The good thing about being over 50 is that most of us don't really worry as much what other people will think when they see us doing this.
That's true.
It's changed from when you were in your 20s.
Yeah, and that kind of leads to another good idea is even if you say you have 15 or 20 minutes to go for a walk after work, if you can find a bench somewhere, you
Mhm.
can do some push-ups, you can do some what we call tricep dips. There are different things that you can do to kind of work in a little bit of strength, along the way.
And you can actually do some planks as well, so you can work your abdominal area, from the same bench. So it doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't
Right.
have to take a ton of time. It's just a matter of fitting these small interval pieces of time to improve your health.
Absolutely, and it's like we said, highly individual. I mean, you have to find something that you will do, right? That you like, that you'll do, and do it as a lifestyle change. It can't be, let's just do this until I lose the 5 pounds or
Right.
10 pounds. It has to be something you're going to do for the rest of your life as long as you can do it, right?
Even bicycling, if you like to go out and ride your bike for 10 minutes, that's another really good thing to do.
Right, but I think we can both agree that you have to exercise. There's just no getting around
No, there's
that.
no escape.
There's no escape. If you want to live a long, happy, healthy, quality life as you age, exercise is going to be important. So finding a way to do that and fitting it into your lifestyle, whether it's just bits and pieces at a time or bigger chunks, maybe you can find a class somewhere that motivates you, that you resonate with, that there's other women, that you can work out with. We also talked about yoga. Yoga is fantastic.
Exactly.
In so many ways. It kind of kills three birds with one stone, right?
Right. You can de-stress, you can work on your strength, and you can also work on your stretching at the same time. And it can be a little scary if you've never gone to a yoga class before, but if you do a little bit of checking into this, you can find a nice small beginner's class where everybody is at the same level, so you don't have to be embarrassed if you can't do this move or that move. But again, this is something that's really good for your body. And we want to make sure that we're healthy and that we also have good mobility as we get older and older. The quality of life, we want to be able to continue to do all the things that we love to do.
Right. So you really do have to ask yourself, how do you want to be as you age? Do you want to maintain that flexibility that you need in order to prevent injury? Even in doing everyday things, if you're not maintaining that flexibility, you're going to set yourself up eventually for some kind of injury.
Right.
And then there's the strength training, that benefits you in so many ways, because not only does it help increase muscle and burn metabolism, but again, quality of life in everyday activities. How do you want to be able to live your life as you get older? In retirement, what are some of the activities and the things that you want to do and be able to do and do comfortably?
Exactly. We all work all of our lives in hopes of we're going to have this fabulous retirement. But you want to make sure that your body is ready for that as well as your mind.
Exactly. And then, of course, cardio. Cardio is so important, we know, for heart health, but for so many other reasons as well. So, in lung health and
absolutely,
and, prevention of other chronic disease. All of this together is prevention, and that's what it's really all about.
Right. And a lot of people will say, I'm so tired by the time I get done from work, I can't do anything. I have more at-home jobs to do when I get there. But the thing is, once you can get started and you make up your mind that this is your goal, when you first expend that energy, you're going to find that as a couple of days go by, you're going to have more energy. And it just increases. You just have to have that starting point, and then everything will fit together.
I totally agree with you on that. It's that energy breeds energy. Just remember that. The more energy you expend, the more energy you'll have. I can't tell you how many times I've heard midlife women say, I just wish I had more energy. Well, there you go. You've got your answer.
Right.
Okay, so anything else before we wind it up?
I think everybody can do this. There's no doubt about it. It's just set your mind, set that day, and everything will work out.
And get some
wonderfully.
help if you need help, right?
Sure, absolutely.
There are sources out there that you can get help from. I put together a midlife mastery program, and within that program, I offer lots of different ideas for adding fitness into your lifestyle. There's personal trainers out there who can assist you and put together something that fits who you are and where you are and what level you're at. So use those resources if you need to. The main point is start. Just do something. You know you have to, and I just say, you got this. You can do it.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Take care.